Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bonafide Investing, where we talk all things high yield investing as well as futures and options, and really just investment goals in general. If you're new to the channel, welcome. To give you a little bit of background about what we're doing here at Bonafide Investing, I've been experimenting with high yield strategies for about the past year and a half. After some trial and error and kind of figuring out what would be the best strategy for myself and my goals, I have constructed what I call an all-weather high yield portfolio that seeks to, number one, pay my bills, and number two, maintain and pay down my margin over time. Please hit like and subscribe. Please help support the channel. And everything we discuss here is not investment advice, not now, not ever. So what I wanted to do today, I wanted to dive in and just give a portfolio update, some of the updated stats. Last weekend's video, I did mention that the income from Cash Flow Life here was going to drop off significantly, and it sure did. Last week, I had an income annualized of $287,624. That dropped to $148,018.71 annualized based on this previous week's distributions. To figure out what that looks like weekly right now, you would take the $148,018.71 and divide it by 52. So just want to give an update there. Currently, the portfolio value total that's invested between options that you can see here, as well as all the stocks and holdings, okay, the high yield ETFs and closed-end funds. That is currently a portfolio value of $577,207. And that is giving me a current annualized yield right now of 25.6%. That's using 80.1% of my own equity, which is $462,415.87, and using 19.9% of my available margin, which is $114,639.57. My margin buffer is 63.5%. Always happy with that number. I like to see my buffer above 50%. The higher, the better. And keep in mind that I am dollar cost averaging into this strategy, into all of these holdings, except KYLD and YQQQ. I am not reinvesting into those positions, but I am reinvesting $200 dollar cost average back into the strategy based on the target allocations across the portfolio. So if you see a $20 GLDY, for example, every day, that means my target allocation is 10% for GLDY across the strategy. Now, those percentages will be skewed because I do have options and I do have the KYLD and YQQQ positions, but I am dollar cost averaging back into these positions that I want to keep buying each and every market day. So, not a lot of changes. Again, my speculations for 2026 is oil. I think that we're sitting on the precipice of a significant market correction, if not a market crash. When is that going to happen? Nobody knows. I had a really good comment. Somebody asked me if buying, I think I understood it right, QQQ and SPY puts because I hope the market's going to go down. No, I buy long puts to hedge my position, right? This is my crash, my portfolio protection. If we do get a significant market crash, these will appreciate hundreds, if not thousands of percent, which I will exercise to, make up for that cash that I'd probably lose in income and, balance across the portfolio in a severe market crash. So nobody ever hopes for a market crash. And I really hope that none of you base your investing on hope, right? You can base your investing on goals and what fits you, which is what I've done here. But never base anything on hope or what you think might happen. I always say your emotions are the thing that's going to get you in the most trouble when it comes to investing and trading. So, again, just be mindful, of risk. I always say need over greed, and I want to know how much am I going to lose before how much can I potentially gain, right? So far, so good. I guess what's coming ahead looks like Robinhood is going to kick out taxes probably February. So see kind of how I'm sitting there. I I think I'll be in a really good spot based on the fact that a lot of this is considered return of capital or very tax advantaged, right? The 60% long, 40% short capital gain that some of these will distribute. But the majority of my distributions have come in the form of return of capital. So again, you're not taxed off of return of capital. Just like investment advice that I don't give, I also don't give tax advice. So if you're also doing a high yield strategy, please consult a tax professional for your own tax situation. So overall, pretty happy with cash flow life. No complaints. I'm going to make a video this weekend on options. I'm going to walk through a mock option wheel strategy just to kick it off on one that I personally like to do the wheel strategy on. And I might even do one this coming week or couple weeks. So I'll walk through a mock option trade again. Do not replicate it, right? It's just for educational purposes. Love to hear comments below. Hope you got something from today's video and have a great day.